going to do today is we're going to try out some LL Bean wading materials that I've just recently purchased. I purchased these initially to help me learn to fly fish, but today we're not going to be doing any fly fishing as the wind here has picked up and I am not experienced enough to try to attempt that. I have very limited fly fishing experience, so I'm not going to try to attempt that today. Well, so far I ain't wet. Putting LL Bean through the ringer. Okay. That wind keeps kicking up and I am definitely not experienced enough to try and fight it. And I'm thinking with the drastic change in temperatures this week that it's going to be even harder to fool them. I know there are fish. Essentially, there's actually only two ways. Bam. Fish on. You can either fool them, lures, spinners, flies, streamers. So you can either fool them, which is what I was essentially going to do today. Or you can do what we ended up doing today, and you can feed them. It is effectively the only real two ways to catch fish. Of course, by going to get this, if there were any more fish in this hole. Actually very thankful for the waders. I can tell in the waders this shit's cold. Now I know why that trout was here. Shit's deep. Deeper anyway. It's a nice deep hole for a little creek. And I think I'm gonna bounce up out of it before I stumble and roll it over my waders. Really don't want to get wet in this crap. What we got? Fishing blind on the other side of this log. Probably a little panfish, yeah. Now that is one thing, when you're feeding them, you're feeding everything. I'm going to deal with a lot of this. Of course, I caught these things on artificial too, so. All right. Well, broke the first fish curse. I wonder if he's the eagle. He's awfully pretty. Pretty little fish. He's probably legal, but just so. I like trout, but I don't love to eat them. Let him live to fight another day. Trout are cold water fish, so I thought it'd be a good thing to fish for today. Oh, he was little, but he had some pep in his step. Always having to check that camera, and sometimes I lose focus on the fish, and it costs me them. Wanted to make sure the camera was on. It was, but sometimes it costs you fish. Seem to find some right here though. I'm getting hit right there as he's coming off those rapids. He didn't commit. Is this challenging? I mean, yes and no. You still gotta make the cast. You still gotta find the fish. If I'm going to ask him to feed me, it ain't much for him to ask me to feed him first. Honey. Nope. Got him. He ain't very big. Boy, they fight. It's amazing how a fish that small fights like that, ain't it? So it makes me wonder if he was born in here. He got more muscle than the others. Go ahead and wipe my hands again. See if I can get that hook out of him. Oh, there he goes. Good job, bud. Well, we have really put these LL Bean products through the ringer today. Well, sort of. It's through the ringer for me. I'm very new to this. This is actually my first pair of waders, and I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to pick up a pair like these for yourselves at LL Bean. The wading boots are also from LL Bean. I don't know. I'm not sponsored by them. It's not even really an endorsement. I've just spent some time in the store there lately. There's one near my house. It's actually the closest sporting goods store near me in the shopping mall. And I am taking up fly fishing, and LL Bean specializes in fly fishing and trout fishing, so I'm going there. Also, they have kayak accessories for kayak that we just bought that you will see shortly. Some of you already seen it. Alright. Hey, thanks for watching. See you next time. You want to know the advantage to wearing waders, besides being able to get out and stay dry? One of the biggest advantages also is this right here. It is a cool September day, and if I was wet wading today, my teeth would be chattering, and I'd be in for an uncomfortable ride home, without doubt. So, with a pair of good waders and a 4 trout day, what I can do now that my day is over is simply take them off. Be ugly. Crocs are the best shoe out there, and they're great arch support. If you get them wet, you just dry them off, and they float. Also, they're easy to carry around. But yes, I will surmise they are ugly. Comfortable dry ride home. If y'all don't realize, wading boots aren't waterproof. They're not waterproof at all. It's the inline sock of the waders that keeps your feet from getting wet. The water runs throughout wading boots, so it runs in and out of the wading boot, and the boot's made big for the stocking foot of the wader, but they have special either rubber soles or felt soles. These are rubber. Some of them have studs. I didn't go for the stud in case I wanted to wade and boat, because if you have the studded, you don't need to be on a fiberglass boat or a plastic kayak on them. But pretty good. I mean, traction was alright. Need a little bit of breaking in. I didn't get wet. I don't have any wet spots on me. So the waders worked. They did the job they were supposed to. Wading boots worked. Did the job they were supposed to. Can't complain. Today I used that spinning rod from LL Bean in that travel kit. I was going to do some fly fishing today, but you can't tell from the mic here because I've set up an external mic so to take the wind noise out, but the wind's picked up here. The wind keeps blowing back and forth, and I'm not experienced enough to fight the wind with a fly rod. Everybody that is experienced tells me that wind is your biggest enemy when fly fishing. It's hard to get the cast down. So I didn't try it. What I did do today was I fed them. So remember, there are essentially only 2 ways to catch fish. There are several different methods, several different presentations. The fish are only caught in 2 categories. You can fool them, lures, flies, spinners, or you can feed them. Sometimes if you need to catch fish, use bait. Hey, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.